Hello, Professor.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Ale pompa! Ej, nie wierzę w to, co się dzieje. Patrzcie. A mówiłem, że mało dyrektora, co? Mało dyrektora. Aż nim jesteśmy. No to jest imponujące. To jest imponujące. Zaklęcia niby są, ale nie do użytku.
Professor.
No fajnie.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
O nie.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
When I witness
Może...
passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Ale jazda. Może Harry'ego
If
wyślę.
you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth, Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Nie, to jest wspaniałe. Nie. To jest przesada już. Ale jakby tak Harry nadużywał tej władzy, ale by było. Dobra, zrobimy z tego profesora Blacka
Well, there's one for my diary.
porządnego dyrektora. Cały czas profesor Fake tu chodzi. Ładnie tu. Przygotowania do świąt. Bardzo ładnie. To teraz może te bałwany będą.
None at all. Move aside.
Kurde, ale tu ładnie. Może teraz te bałwanki będą.
How are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Ja cię kręcę, ale to dobre.
Something is very wrong with
Madame Kagawa.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Tak, też bym napisał. Ale cały czas o tym Quidditchu, nie? No kurczę, przecież muszą to zrobić.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
Dobra, on ma rozdwojenie jaźni, ale spoko. Mega to jest ciekawe w ogóle,
Proud purebloods.
że możemy sobie rozmawiać z uczniami, z kumplami Harry'ego. Bardziej w ten sposób. Co tam się uczycie? Coś się uczą. O!
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Ale jaja,
A
nie?
little off with the headmaster.
No, dziwny, nie dziwny. Ładnie przystroili. Ale to cały czas się zmienia. Nie było tych jeszcze dekoracji
Has anyone
wcześniej.
seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Revelio nie mamy.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Dużo tu można załatwić teraz. Oj, dużo.
Well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor
Cóż.
Fig some breathing room.
Taki dzień? Zwariowany. Wow! No nieźle. To wygląda przepięknie.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Ahem! Attention, Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course,
Master does remember it.
Nie. Black.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
To się odbije.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
To się jeszcze odbije, proszę państwa. Ale tu wygląda przepięknie. No patrzcie to. Nie wierzę. Gryffindor. Ej, przepięknie. Kurde, odbija mu się. Ej, misja jest genialna. Misja jest genialna. Takiego czegoś potrzebujemy.
Just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Nie wierzę. O, ta jest ukończona. Misja. 30. Wspaniałe, co? Wspaniałe. No dobra, dostań się do gabinetu dyrektora. No to teraz już pójdziemy za ciosem. Pójdziemy za ciosem, bo to jest trzecia próba praktycznie. Tak, znajdź portret profesor. Próba. No dobra, idziemy. Idziemy, bo to mega ważna sprawa. O, jesteśmy już na tropie. No powiem wam, że teraz zaszaleli z fabułką. Ładnie, ładnie się to rozwija. Oj. Gabinet dyrektora. Kurczę, tu jeszcze jakieś baloniki na druciku. To tu.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Wow. Fajnie, tu jeszcze mamy ewentualnie ćmę do tego. O. Nie za bardzo. Patrzcie. Klucza do dżungli nie ma. Chimera z gabinetu dyrektora.
Toujours pure.
Jakie piękne schody. Widzę, że tam jeszcze jest takie ukryte przejście. Ciekawe.
All the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Dzień dobry. Jak miło. Tiara przydziału. Nie wierzę. Tiara przydziału. O, tutaj mamy trzeci poziom. Oj, to wejdę aż. Jak trzeci poziom w gabinecie, to idealnie, że to mamy zrobione. To aż to sobie otworzę. Ziup. Jestem ciekaw. Dobrze, że to zrobiliśmy, nie? To na pewno jest opcjonalne, ale... Pyk. Tu może być jaka legenda. Naprawdę może być mocne. To co tutaj wyciągamy? Drogi Finasie. Ursula. Interesująco, nie powiem. Nie powiem, interesująco. Tu jeszcze mamy kolejne skrytki. Drugi. No, szczerze mówiąc... O, tamta jest fajna, ptasia, tak? Brązowa. Szczerze mówiąc, tutaj wszystko odblokuje, co jest dostępne. Dobra. I jedzie dyrektor na rowerze, super. O, tu mamy jakieś takie wyjście. Co to za dziedziniec? Tu jest jeszcze trzeci level? No. Powiem wam, że mnie zaskoczyli, ale warto chyba to... To jest jakiś taki inny. Starodawny zamek. Ej, co tu jest grane? Da się go zrobić? Da się. Ale nie jest łatwo. Nie wiem, czy trzeci level jest jakiś trudniejszy, ale na razie nie wydaje mi się, nie? Minigierka jest podobna. Co wy byście tu mieli? Pokój z widokiem. What? Osiągnięcie? Profesorze Black. Piszę w odpowiedzi na list z dnia 20 września. Nie zamierzam zrewidować procesu rekrutacji do Hogwartu. Minister magii Londyn. Co tu jest grane? Interakcja. Pokój z widokiem. klucz wstępu. Ej, to może do tamtego? Ej, klucz wstępu. Czy my odblokowaliśmy tamte drzwi? A i może? Te, których nie mogłem. Dobra, dobra, poczekaj. Poczekaj. Bo mi to nie da spać dzisiaj. Jeszcze niżej. Kurde, ale sztos. Może to jest to. Kurczę, serio? Serio? To jest to. Ale nie zdążymy, nie? Nie zdążymy. No co za masakra. Dobra, musiałem jeszcze raz, ale teraz mi się to otworzy. Pyk, pięknie. No, czyli zapisało się. Mamy klucz. Ale dziwne, że się nie mogłem oddalić. O, tajemnica Hogwartu. Oj, przedmiot odzienia. Ej, serio znowu? Czy oni są nienormalni? Ej, takiego czegoś nie powinni robić. To jest akurat ogromny błąd. A. Co tu jest grane? Iglica wieży.
Revelio.
Pióro przyjęcia i księga dopuszczenia. Fajnie. Czyli to tyle, tak? Ale super tu. Dobra, udało nam się ogarnąć. Może nas nie wyrzuci z tej misji. Ale tajemnicę Hogwartu odkryliśmy. Fajnie. To już kolejna tajemnica. Dobra, to teraz do gabinetu dyrektora. Ale super, musicie mieć alohomorę na 3. levelu.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
Interesująco. No tutaj jest mega ciekawie. Pokwitowanie. Tonik do włosów. Opłacono w niewielkiej części. Bierze na koszt. Na koszt firmy bierze. Nieładnie. Nieładnie.
That must be the pedestal.
Okej. To chyba było w jednym gameplayu i później urwali.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You
No to nieźle.
to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Wow, serio? No to ładne nawiązanie. Przejdź przez miasteczko tak, by nikt cię nie zauważył. Peleryna niewidka.
Death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
No to jest próba. To jest zupełnie inne. Takie coś to ja rozumiem. Cień śmierci. Dobra. Interesująco. Serio? Oni tyłem stoją? Ale patrzcie, co tu się wyprawia. Insygnia.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Niamh must be here somewhere. I need to time
Dobra,
this just
uważaj.
right.
No, dobra. Jakoś się udało. Jeszcze tutaj są, nie? Zbiry.
I see a staircase straight ahead.
Weź się, chłopie. Za bardzo nic innego nie mogę używać, ale... Na razie na sneaky biki. Oni nam dadzą różne artefakty znane. Ale jaja. I to jest fajna misja, nie? Tak jak mieliśmy w tym sklepie w Hogsmeade.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Zupełnie coś innego. Kurde, dawaj, dawaj do góry. Mroczny wilk śmierci. Na drugą stronę. Ale jaja.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Niamh.
Mhm. Spokojnie, spokojnie, jak asasyn.
Too many.
Jeszcze kaptur
Let's
załóż.
cross this road as fast as I can.
Teraz powinno być ok.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Odwróć się, odwróć się. Na razie nie używamy jakichś żadnych zaklęć ani odwracania uwagi, nic. Po prostu idziemy z buta, omijając. Tylko nie wiem, czy ten się ruszy. Spoko, to nie jest problem, jak nie mamy ich tak wielu nad głową. Kurde, ta śmierć zagląda nam w oczy.
Must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Eliksir.
Revelio.
O, Revelio mamy. O dziwo. Nic innego nie widzę, ale Revelio jest. I co, ja mam podejść do tej śmierci? Proszę się tak nie czaić. Mam pelerynkę. Dobrze, dobrze mówisz. Młody Skywalkerze. Okej, cichutko, cichutko.
That's the way forward.
Patrzcie, jak wygląda. Kurczę. Bez okularów.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Nie. No tak ma być. Młodzieży. Czy ja sobie przejdę tu? Chyba z powrotem, nie? Bo tutaj nie widzę żadnego przejścia. A, może tam. Dobra. Do przodu jednak. Czyli to... ten cały budynek jakoś ominiemy. I co, oni mnie nie widzą?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Dobra, działa całkiem. To nie tylko kameleon, tylko już prawdziwa peleryna niewidka.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Sztos, kurczę. Takie urozmaicenie to ja rozumiem.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Czarna, nie? Różdżka. No ładne nawiązanie, co?
I've never felt such power.
Do historii. O, co my mamy? Mamy takie 4 zaklęcia. Nie mogę nic przypisać. Bombardę mamy.
Defender, Descender.
Mamy to i to. Głośne to.
Revelio.
Bombarda. Ale widzę, że zaraz się tu zjawią, a my się nawet nie kryjemy.
Bombarda.
Cień śmierci.
Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender.
Kurde. O, szybciutko, walka poszła. No, powiem wam, że na razie jestem zachwycony.
Bombarda.
Stają na wysokości zadania. Menu podręczne jest niedostępne. Tak, tak.
Depulsor. Descender.
Kurczę, jeszcze te wilcy, nie?
Bombarda. Protego. Depulsor. Descender.
Ale jest bardzo szybki cooldown.
Defender. Stupid one. Bombarda.
Niezwykle szybki cooldown.
Descender. Bombarda.
Ale bardzo głośno.
Descender. Protego. Stupid one.
Bardzo głośno ten DualSense teraz słychać. Dużo głośniej.
Defender. Stupid one. Bombarda. Depulsor. Bombarda. Defender. Depulsor.
To jeszcze? Jeszcze? A nie.
Bombarda.
Czyli to nie jest... A, myślałem, że to nie jest walka skończona. Ale jednak była. Dobra, wyzwania. Niektóre robimy, całkiem sporo tego. Kurczę. Dawaj na ring, śmierć. Już?
Depulsor.
Troll śmierci.
Stupid one. Depulsor. Descender. Bombarda. Defender. Depulsor.
Ale fajne. Kombinację pojedynkową. Ajaj.
Bombarda. Defender. Depulsor.
Kurde, ale zupełnie inaczej tu słychać dźwięki.
Bombarda. Defender. Protego. Bombarda. Defender. Depulsor. Bombarda. Stupid one.
Dawaj. 24.
Stupid one.
Udało się.
Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender.
Ajajaj. Dobra, dawaj starożytną.
Bombarda. Defender.
No serio? Będziecie mnie bić?
Bombarda.
Płystki?
Depulsor. Descender. Defender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender.
Okej, ten dostał. Ja chcę się w wyznaczonym czasie jeszcze zmieścić, ale...
Bombarda.
Dobra, padło. Padło to padło.
Descender. Bombarda. Defender.
No ile was tu?
Depulsor.
Teraz ty. O, znowu troll.
Defender.
Troll śmierci.
Depulsor. Descender. Bombarda. Defender. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarda. Stupefy. Depulsor. Defender.
Świetnie.
Stupefy.
O, 30 znowu.
Defender. Bombarda.
Teraz mamy mniej czasu na to.
Descender.
Ja cię kręcę, co tu się wyprawia?
Bombarda. Defender. Depulsor. Bombarda. Depulsor. Potato.
Skamora mu! Kurde, prawie 60 mamy.
Bombarda. Defender. Depulsor. Descender. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarda. Stupefy.
Nie no, miazga.
Defender.
Ale jest walka, co? Okej, jeden troll padł, drugi padł.
Depulsor. Bombarda. Defender.
Kurde, widzę, że zaraz zrobimy 100. Tak! Zrobiliśmy 100. Woo! Combo. Combo 101. Elegancko. No, to była walka. To była walka. Fajne osiągnięcie. Akurat na takiej próbie. W innym świecie. Troszkę na innych zasadach, ale się udało. No i trzeci. Artefakt. Fantastyczna próba. Fantastyczna. Aż jestem ciekawy, co teraz.
This must be for me.
Nie taki zwykły. Dobra, jesteśmy. Jesteśmy. Dla fanów to gratka, co?
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
Próba kamienia.
She's gone. Neve's dead. Dear sweet Neve. Dead. Neve. We won't be the same without her.
Pogrzeb. Próba kamienia. Daj kamienia.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Wspomnienia. O, czyżby już
But there
teraz?
is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
To wygląda na wspomnienie, nie? Dosyć szybko.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Ale dobrze, dobrze, fajne to było. Tylko nie walczyliśmy dosłownie ze śmiercią. 1 na 1. No dobrze, wspomnienie.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
What? Jakoś śmiesznie tu. Prawdziwie. Tak się kończy świat właśnie. Jak się robi takie cuda. No, fantastyczna próba. Fantastyczna próba. Nowo przybyłym obrońcą?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Namaszczenie bohaterów. Wow, wow, wow. No to trzecia próba ukończona. Co teraz? Pan profesor musi się zastanowić. Kolejna pora roku? Ciżby? Czekamy, czekamy. O! Jest nowa misja. W cieniu góry. Bombarda. Wymagany poziom. Spotkaj się z Sebastianem na wybrzeżu. Co ciekawe, przygotuj się do sumów. Co ciekawe, nie zmieniła się pora roku. Nie zmieniła się pora roku. To spoko, nie? Nawet spoko. To chyba... O, tu jest jeszcze. Feniks z popiołów. Może Feniksa spotkamy. Porozmawiaj ze Smykiem. O, super. To wiecie co? No teraz czas na... troszkę zadań pobocznych na pewno. Może zaczniemy od tych ważniejszych. Ale nie zmieniła się pora roku. To mnie zdziwiło. Ale spoko. Rozumiem. To widzimy się albo z Nati, albo z Poppy. Bo tam są ważne zadania. Dzięki za oglądanie tego odcinka, a teraz koniecznie zobaczę kolejny film na kanale. I do zobaczenia. Hej, hej, hej.